3 signs of low self-awareness. People with low self-awareness often show 3 patterns. The first one is stubbornness. They do not just have strong opinions, they often have a hard time understanding themselves and an even harder time understanding other people. A simple sentence can turn into an argument. A small disagreement can become a personal attack. On the surface, it may look like confidence, but very often it is just blind certainty. They are sure they are right, even when they have not really thought things through. They argue over small things, miss the point in bigger things, and fail to see the full picture when something truly matters. Being poor in money is not the scariest thing. Being poor in perspective is. And low awareness itself is not the real problem. The real problem is refusing to admit it while still believing you are exceptional.
The second pattern is constant opposition. The lower someone's awareness is, the more they tend to reject other people's opinions automatically. In psychology, this is close to what we might call habitual contradiction. No matter what you say, their first reaction is to say no. Even when they secretly agree with you, they may still argue against you just to feel in control. You talk about one thing, they shift to another. The more you try to explain yourself with logic, the more drained you feel. And they may even walk away thinking, see, they could not beat me. But the issue is not always who is right or wrong. Sometimes it is a difference in how people perceive the world. Because a person's level of awareness shapes what they notice, what they ignore, and how they interpret problems.
The third pattern is emotional reaction. People with low awareness often use emotion to deal with problems instead of reflection. A tiny issue can make them explode, and in the end, they often make the situation worse. What hurts them is not always the event itself, it is the meaning they attach to the event. So the problem is not simply that they cannot control their emotions, it is that they do not know how to understand their emotions through awareness. Here is a painful example. You treat someone with kindness, but if that person lacks awareness and character, they may see your kindness as weakness. They may think you are submitting to them or trying to please them. Then they develop a strange sense of superiority. They begin to feel above you and see you as beneath them. Over time, they may even resent you over small things. This is what happens when kindness has no boundaries. It can awaken the worst side of the wrong person. So when 2 people are not on the same level, whatever you do may still look wrong to them. And by level, I do not mean social status. I mean character, emotional maturity, and the clarity with which someone understands the world. Different levels of awareness create different worlds.
That is why improving your awareness gives you more possibilities. But if you stop growing, you may mistake the little world in front of you for the whole world. So how can you tell whether your awareness is growing? Close your eyes for a moment and think about who you were 5 or 10 years ago. If you can look back and honestly think, I was so immature back then, that is actually a good sign. It means you have grown. Awareness has no final limit, but once you understand this, you will keep improving yourself through every stage of life. If you want more calm, practical insights into the hidden patterns that shape your thoughts, emotions, and relationships, subscribe to Mind Trap.